Guys, today we're doing another villain review, and they are the Cactus Cats from An American Tale, Five Goes West. And if you don't know who they are a gang of cats that terrorize mice, but not the Mott Street Molars from the first movie. They are cats that are from the West, and like you guessed, and they are extremely manipulative by making mice into working for them by building an empire. So these cats can have mouse burgers. By tricking them, they can be getting along with them. And so today I'll be talking about all these cats. We're not gonna be talking about the ones without names. We're only talking about the cats that do have names. And if you see my video with all the Don Bluff villains, you'll see that I didn't get into deeper development and I didn't talk about any theories. I just talked about the basic explanation. So let's start. First up is, of course, Cat or Waul. Now, his name sounds like Cat or Waul, right? Like the sound of a wailing cat, right? Well, that's a very clever name. But let's get on with the character. Now, this character, he is the main villain in the movie and is the leader of the whole Cactus Cats. And what he is, if you watch the movie like I did, yeah, I'm almost done with the whole franchise. So if you watch the movie, you'll see that he's tricking the mice. You'll see his gang attacking the mice in the beginning, but not eating them. But he wants to eat them by tricking them into the west where they live, and he wants the mice to build the whole Green River place, and he has a saloon to himself. And so what he's doing is, and he's also, after he has done all the mice, especially Fievel's family, you'll see that at the ending he has made a giant mousetrap, like he said in his plan, and he was going to create them into mouse burgers, but he was defeated and failed. And he hates humans. And what happened at the end was pretty satisfying to see that him. Gotta say this, but there was this is one of the most inappropriate scenes in a kid's movie where Fievel stabs a fork in his butt, he stabbed a fork in his ass, which sent him flying up in the air, and a woman stuffed his face in his boobs. Yeah, really inappropriate, right? So, yeah, I gotta say that this is not the most appropriate scene in a kids movie, but yeah, when it comes to Don Bluth sequels, the animation is not that good, but it's not bad at all. But in Five Goes West, the animation is beautiful for such a sequel. But anyways, he's very similar to Warren T. Rat, even though I say Warren is much more evil by sending children to slavery and exterminating mice not for food. I say that, but I do love the Cactus Cats more, and they're a lot more interesting. I mean, the Mott Street Molars, I'll show you. As you see right here, the cats are much more anthropomorphic in the first movie. Whereas the Cactus Cats, they're much more anthropomorphic. But they're always seen walking on two legs only. But if you see the Mott Street Molars, look, if you see the Mott Street Molars, you'll see that many of these guys, this is not a good image, but it's okay. You'll see that many of these guys, they're both running and walking on two legs and four legs at the same time. As you see right here and here. All except Warren T. Rat have both walk on four and two legs. And these are real cats. Like, they act like real life cats, not just like anthropomorphic cats like the Cactus Gang guys. So, that's one clue you should learn about the differences. And so, yeah, that's probably the basic reason of Cat or Waul, but yeah. This this cat's but its similarity is that Cat or Waul as the boss, he has an arthropod for an assistant, like Warranty Rat has a cockroach named Digit for his assistant. And so I believe they are kind of a knockoff, but the Cactus Cats have their designs are more colorful, their clothes are more colorful, and they have cooler designs on them instead of the basic cat designs. The cartoony, villainous cat designs like Lucifer. Now, I don't have really much to say. Now, what is sad theory about Cat or Waul is that this is not really true, but I believe he had like a trauma or he had abusement by humans. That's how he hates humans. Like, he has this trauma about him, or he was abused by previous owners when he was a kid. So that's my theory about this character. And I'm not too sure how he got his henchmen, but yeah. Let's just move on to the next character. Next is T.R. Chula. Now, speaking of this, remember what I said Warranty has a cockroach assistant? Well, Cat or Waul has a spider as his assistant. But Digit, he is a lot more joyful, he's a lot more cheerful, and he is not that evil. But Chula, he is very sadistic, and yeah, some of these henchmen I have to talk more about than Cat or Waul, but because Cat or Waul doesn't really have much to say. But anyways, Chula, he's extremely unique. He was first seen when he first shows up. He slowly lowers down to the floor in front of Cat or Waul, and he makes Tiger scared and fall to the trash can. But he's seen much later where he is playing cards with One-Eye, Frenchie, and Felonious, and the three cats complain about T.R. Chula cheating on the card games, and then the cats complain about it, and Chula is going along well with this plan until when 50 falls down and runs away, Cat or Waul demands Chula to do the flying ass scene. And then Chula agrees to it, saying, "I love the flying ah," like that. And then when 50 was about to return back to his family, Chula follows him. And yeah, he's a really big spider. And so Chula grabs him by the leg and starts flinging him around, which causes 50 to fall off the train. Yeah, he's that sadist. I mean, it was Cat or Waul's fault because he told him to do this. But Chula did it anyway, so yeah. But what else? He was also seen where all the cats, except for 50, who's still traveling through the desert, when all the mice made it to Greenville, he was there with them too. And when they were at the saloon scene, Chula, he was attacking 50 while 50 was trying to run away. And so he's probably his second arch nemesis aside from Warranty Rat. And so, but his real rival is Tiger. So, but the real top arch nemesis that this guy has to go to is Tiger. You know, the fat orange cat. And he's one of my favorite characters in the franchise. And so, dang, my wrist. Okay, yeah, my wrist is kind of sore from holding the phone. But anyways, so, yeah, where Tiger is about to where he's fighting all the cats, he suddenly comes across Chula hanging his love interest Miss Kitty, and then he when he saves Miss Kitty, he slingshots Chula with his own web, which made him defeated at the end, and he was mailed in a bag by the train. And so, but Cat Waul and Chula, they do make a good team, but it is kind of a knockoff of the Street Maulers. They do make up a better team, and it. They have much cooler designs, and they're much less basic and much more. They're much less cat-like. So, I mean, not by appearance, but just by personality. But I don't watch the TV series, but yeah, Truly has got some serious issues. Apparently. And I love his mustache. I mean, okay, actually, I gotta be honest. All these guys have very cool designs. So, no, okay. Moving on to the next character is One Eye. So, One Eye. Now, there is a cat I had never explained about in the Don Bluth list. His name is Jake, and I'll show you a picture of him. Okay, here's Jake. Yeah. These two look so similar. Here's a better quality version of the picture. So, yeah. And Jake is the enforcer of warranty, and One Eye has the same purpose to Cat our Wall. And so, he's like the second in command enforcer or big brute of the gang. Kind of like Jake. He's like the big guard and the big muscular brute. And One Eye is same thing. He's a lot bigger and he's a lot. But in the movie, he's a lot bigger and he's a lot more muscular than the other cats. And yeah, and he has longer hair too. And that goes to the same thing with another cat we'll be getting on much later. And so One Eye, it's pretty obvious why One Eye has this patch on his right eye. People say that he's gone to a cat fight, but I believe that's not a theory. I mean, it is a theory, but yeah, but that is officially said in the trivia. And so let's get on with this movie role. And so he was first attacking the mice, but out of all the cats, this is his most notable appearance, and this is where the scene of the screenshot takes place. And so, One Eye, he was first seen attacking the Mouskowitz family, where he busts through a hole in their home and dumps them out. But Fievel's dad, Papa Mouskowitz, plays a violin, while One Eye was stalking up to Fievel face to face. His father uses his violin, which irritated him, and this causes him to go crazy and starts angering him even further. And he starts to attack them by chasing them down into the sewer, but One Eye fails. He was later seen playing cards with the other cats, and he gets angry at Chula for cheating. And he gets involved with the Mouseburgers plan. And then he was seen... I mean, after that scene, he was barely even seen through the movie. Seriously. I mean, the best you can get of him after that is the song that Tanya sings, and he sings pretty frequently along with her. Along with the other cats, along with Frenchie. And so, I don't know where he is in the final battle. All I know where he is that he was tossed into the bag in the slingshot. And yeah, that's... One Eye's role is small, but he is one of the most notable and iconic cats of the gang. And what I found interesting is an image I saw, but I don't know. it will take too long, but One Eye, this character, he looks very similar to the Sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood. Yeah. I mean, One Eye looks more like a wolf than a cat. I mean, the Sheriff of Nottingham in the movie Robin Hood is a wolf himself. And their body shape are similar, their appearance is similar, their fur color is similar. And their hobbies are similar. I mean, not by like stealing money, but by being a guard or the big brute. So yeah. I mean, it's probably unintentional, but still very similar. But yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the next character. We're just talking about roles of the characters, not by Next up is now let's move on to the more unpopular characters. We have Felonious. Now if you see my list video, I saw him, he was originally called earless by the bitten hole in his ear, but he's not totally earless, it's just a big chunk of his right ear, not I mean, he's not earless at all. He still has his full complete ear on his no, that's his left ear that he's got a bit of, and his right ear is completely fine. And so let's talk about the Roll's character. Now, I don't know where he is during the fight scene. I mean, I don't know where he is during the fight scene, but he's apparently seen playing cards with the. He's apparently playing cards with One Eye, Frenchie, and Chula, and he complains about it. And he was in the Mouse Burger scene, but unlike One Eye, he was clearly seen in the Green River scene. Yes, and he and Frenchie were tagging along with each other, and he was singing with a song, if you look closely. And he was at the saloon with all the other cats. Now, he was at the final battle, I believe. I think so, and I know he was defeated along with the other cats, and that was basically his role. Now, in the TV series, he leaves Waul's gang and joins Sweet William who is another cat, which we'll get on later. And as you see, this is from the movie, and he's gray, dark gray. And in the movie, I mean, no. In the TV series, he is pure blue. And, yeah. So, Felonious is his real name. Earless is just the nickname of the character. Back to One Eye. Now, if you were going to have a name of a character, right, you can't just be named after One Eye, right? I mean, he's got in a fight with a cat. You're not born with one eye, right? Like, a huge chunk of your eye missing, right? Or having a scratch in your eye of some sort. But I named this character, and I gave him a official name. And I named him Butcher. Because he's like a big muscular cat. And that's why Butcher or Butch, whatever, is normally named for dogs, but it is underrated for cat. It's not really named for cats, so I just named him Butcher. Next up, okay, back to Felonious, just to give a little more focus on and making the viewers much less confused. Okay, moving on to the next character, Frenchie. Now, I've been talking about him a lot before with One Eye and Felonious, but if you're having a name, right, he's a French cat himself, right? And Frenchie, seriously, I mean, he's a French cat from the Wild West. So I gave him a name, and I named this French name called Alphonse, which is a French name, a real French name. Alphonse, I think. Or Alphonse, whatever. And so, this character had much more screen time than Felonious, but unfortunately does not reappear in the TV series Fievel's American Tales. Yeah, the name hasn't changed much. Anyway, back to the character. He was seen in the beginning attacking the cats. The mice. Sorry. But he was seen, he had a big role. And if you see, he was playing cards with Chula, One Eye, and Felonious. And he does not complain about Chula cheating. He talks about, what else? I don't know what he was talking about, but he was like, I don't know, but seriously, he was one of the main cats he was one of the more notable cats that knows about the mouse burgers. And then, what else? He was seen at Green River with Felonious tagging along with him. And, yeah. He was, he was with One Eye singing along with the song that Tanya was singing. And in the final battle, I know where he was. He, along with three other cats, were stabbed with the... No, not stabbed by... Poked... Let's do this a little more appropriately. Poked by Tiger. He has this giant pitchfork which poked the three cats along... And Frenchie was one of them, and they get thrown to the pile, and he was sent to the mail. But sadly, he does not appear in the Fievel's American Tales, and I'm not sure why. Probably because they wanted to make room for other cats, but I do not care. But, anyways, back. Okay, next character. Okay. Next is this guy. He looks intimidating, right? His name is Sweet William. And so, I think they named him Sweet William because he's a big, brute cat. And, okay. Oh my gosh. So, Sweet William. I think they named him Sweet because, a lot of movies have they have a cute name to it, but in reality, their appearance or their personality are monstrous, right? But this is kind of like the same thing for Sweet William, right? Yeah, William is his real name, but, sure. Oh, yeah, so... Anyways, back to the character. He was barely seen in the movie, okay? So, it's back. Oh, so no. I'm recording. I'm making a video. Okay. Sorry. So, there's One Eye in the saloon with all the other cats. And you see back there, I think that's Sweet William. And if you want a better image from the movie, there he is. He is singing along with them. So, yeah, all these cats right here don't have names. But I think this right here is Sweet William. He's kind of big. I mean, look at this. Let's do a little comparison. You see Sweet William? Oh, sorry. The laptop is dirty. And so, Sweet William. Yeah, see the hat and the clothes. Look back. Just memorize. Look. If you see the hat and the suit he's wearing, I mean, it's different color, but look. And the fur color is different too. Just look. I'm just going to do this to make the memorizing a little easier. There you go. So, as you see, he has a white hat with, sombrero with the red strap on, and a bluish gray suit, and with red and white clothing. And they look exactly the same as Sweet Williams. And the mustache looks kind of the same too, right? And their fur color is similar. I think he probably aged out, or I don't know. So, I believe they are the same character, but it's just that he's gone through some time. So, but he's barely seen in the movie, but I think he was sent along with the cats, the defeated scene, but I'm not too sure. So, oh my gosh. This screenshot right here was from the TV series. And the TV series, Fievel's American Tales, he has a lot of big roles. I do not watch it, but I've seen the information. And he's kind of a cat version of Le Dong from Kung Fu Panda Legends of Awesomeness. Another villain talk another villain explanation from a previous video. Go watch that video if you check my if you did not see that video, go check that out. And um so he decided to leave Cat Wall's gang with Slim, another cat we'll talk about later, and Felonious. Those are the only two cats who decided to leave Cat Wall and join him. And Sweet William is much, much, much stronger than Cat Wall, and he's seen beating him up multiple times. And so, yeah, I mean, Cat Wall, he's like a cat version of Feng from Legends of Awesomeness. And these two are like Feng and no. These two are like Feng and Lidong from Kung Fu Panda. And so, yeah, I believe they are the same breed, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, back to next cat. Okay, the last named cat we have here is Slim. Now, if you want to see Slim's body, here he is. Okay, seriously. I mean, Slim obviously means skinny, right? He's actually a fat and short cat. Kind of like Horace from 101 Dalmatians. And when I saw these two guys, when I saw their faces, I thought they were going to be like the same, like body shape and stuff. I thought they were like used for the same model but in different coloration, but no. Sweet William is big, he has muscles, while Sweet William, he is a short fat cat. Sorry for naming another cat guy from Chippendale Rescue Rangers. But anyways, not much to say, but okay, anyways, where is he in the movie? Okay, I have not seen a picture of Slim in the movie. Yeah, okay. That's okay. I don't know where he is in the movie, but I know he's in there somewhere. So, I did not see any cat who looks like Slim in the movie. I mean, he might have been there, but when I was talking about, just think about, remember I talked about one eye, his long hair cat? This is the other one right here. Okay? And sorry I'm talking a little harsh here, but seriously. Okay. But anyways, back to the mini series, the TV series. He has a bigger role and joins Sweet William in the gang. And he has bigger roles, and he has no background scenes, but there you go. Now, before we go, like I said, we're also talking about the breeds of the characters. Now let's start. First up is Cat Waul. So, okay, he may be different from Warren T. Rat. And on Wikipedia, right, it says that Warren T. Rat is a Havana Brown, which is a dark brown cat with no facial markings. He does. Now, you may not gonna believe me, but let me look this up. Look. He might be an Abyssinian cat. A cat from Ethiopia. Now, you may not believe me, but kind of do, but yeah. He might be because I wanted to make it a little more different from Warren T, so that's why. And they're both really skinny, and they have, just look at the face. Yeah, he might be. I mean, you kind of believe me, but kind of won't, but that's my thing. Chula, he's obviously a Brazilian black tarantula. Just picture of a tarantula that is black. Just depict that. And Brazilian black tarantulas are real, of course. Next is One Eye. This one is a little confusing, but I am so sorry to say this, but One Eye may be a Maine Coon. Yeah. Just look. Maine Coons are big. Just look at that. Just look. They are like the biggest cat breed, right? Now here's a better image. Now let's compare him to a normal cat. Regular cat. Sorry this is 30 minutes long, but still. As you see, this is a normal cat right here. Just a generic cat breed. This is a Maine Coon. I am so sorry to say this, but I mean, he's a long-haired cat. He's big, too. If you compare him, he may be even bigger than Tiger. If you watch the first movie, Tiger is like, it's like comparing a kindergarten to a very tall adult. But here, it's like comparing an infant to King Kong. Right. So, yeah. That's why I say he's a Maine Coon. He may be even bigger than Cat or Waul, but I wouldn't be surprised, but sure. He may be even bigger than Cat or Waul. His boss. Felonious, he can be a Russian blue for sure. He was blue in the TV series, but he's gray in the movie. So, yeah, he can be a Russian blue. Frenchie, this is a little bit hard. This one's a little bit hard. Now, okay. Berman. Yeah, he might be a Berman cat. I know the face coloring and the body coloring are swapped, but... I know they're swapped, but that's the best I could find for French cat breeds that originated in there. I mean, the Berman cat, they appear... No. They originated in 2 countries, and French is one of them. And I believe he is a Berman cat. Next is Sweet William. Now, he may be another Abyssinian. Now, I believe these two are brothers. Yeah. It's just that Sweet William has a lighter fur coloring. Now, Slim. He's a dark fur color. He may be a Burmese cat. Let's look. Let's look up... Sorry. So, the Burmese cat. Yeah, you kind of believe me, right? Like I said, the face and the body are swapped, but it's just what it is, right? So, go back to the page. No. Okay, yeah, come on. Go back to the page, and here we are. So, like, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next review or video. Bye.